Boomers and Zoomers, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing yet a retro review divided into segments, and I will give you some good and some bad in all of these segments if I find any, to help you on your way of figuring out if this game is for you or not. Also, I will be giving away a copy of this game, a Steam copy, because the game is only available on Steam. But if you're interested in that, don't skip in this video, because I will give the instructions in the middle of the video, maybe in the middle, maybe in the beginning, maybe in the end. I don't know, I know, but I'm not gonna tell you, so don't skip in the video. And today's meat on the grill is no other than the newly released arena shooter GHOSTWARE, Arena of the Dead. Please don't tell Ackman that the arena shooter genre is still alive, although this game offers a lot more than just arena shooting, so let's start with the story. This game has a really interesting story, and somehow mixed in with the shitty animations, it just brought me back to when I was sitting at my grandma's PC as a kid. She had just bought the latest magazine of PC Gamer, and included was a demo disc that I would play the shit out of for days, if not weeks on end. And having that feeling again as an adult with 2 kids, a full-time work and a wife is something special. And of course, I want to praise the game for giving me that feeling again. So what is the story about? Well, the basic of it is that in GHOSTWARE Arena of the Dead, you play as Molly, a character who has been brought back to life and trapped in an arena shooter along with 5 other souls. And oh boy, I'm glad I'm not Molly. If anyone is going to revive me at some point, make it so that I'm a ghost in a shotgun factory, because I freaking love shotguns. Shotguns can make or break a game, just so you know. Okay, now, the world in which the game takes place in is a mix of hectic retro first-person shooter action and the slower pace of adventure games. As you progress through the game, you'll alternate between shotgun jumping through arenas, yes, shotguns, and trying to uncover the mystery behind the decaying simulation and its connection to the real world. You'll start by playing familiar game modes like deathmatch or capture the flag, but eventually you'll find yourself fighting for survival in the real world as well. Okay, now that was a little bit hard. I tried my best here to give you the basics of the story without spoiling anything for your future experience with this game, even though I probably did spoil something. I don't even know, I'm a potato head, just look at me. But I have to say that I actually love the story in this game. It's interesting, it's exciting, and it's very, very easy to follow, with full voice acting. Oh god, I hate reading too much in games. I'm so glad that this game has voice acting, even though not all of it is voice acted. The most important parts and the main story is fully voice acted, and I'm so happy for that. Now, let's jump to the gameplay, shall we? When it comes to the gameplay, it has a lot in store for us, just as in the story. But let's start with the guns. The guns, they feel like they were ripped straight out of Unreal, with their own unique touch to them. They definitely look good and the sound is pretty spot on, but I would have loved a little more punch to them. And what I mean with that is, I want the shotgun to go kaboom and not ka. Like, listen to this shotgun sound, it's just not powerful enough. And all the guns, they feature alternate fire modes, but I found myself only using the pistol's alternate fire, as it made the gun fire faster, and the other alternate fire modes were pretty crap. And I did also encounter a glitch, where I switched weapons and the weapon I switched to wouldn't fire, no matter what I did. Hold up, it's giveaway time. Okay, so what do you have to do for your chance of winning a PC Steam copy of GHOSTWARE Arena of the Dead? Well, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and join the Discord in the description. That's all you gotta do, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And apart from that, the AI, it's a bit clunky. One time, one of my teammate AI got stuck in a small pool of water and could not for the life of him get out, because there was a small height difference between the water and the arena.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
The guns are good, but the AI needs more work. But hey, there's more to the gameplay than just this. The movement in the game is fast and fluid. You got jump, double jump, slide jump, and then the shotgun jump. Combining these in the arena is a challenge, but a joy once you pull something really neat off. And I have to say that the sliding mechanic is so powerful, it feels like you're sliding down, think of something smart to say here, Slim. Sliding down something slippery?
Nailed it.
These movement elements does come in handy for more than just killing though. The game has a ton of secrets and lets you explore each arena after finishing them, to hunt for secrets that offers both platforming, braining, and corner hunting. However, when the game throws you in the real world, things change. Your double jump is gone, and the game turns more linear and story focused than ever before. And this mix of arena fighting, exploration, and linear story missions just adds so much value to the overall game. It was genuinely fun and interesting to to play. And if that wasn't enough, the game also offers an arcade mode where you set the rules of the arena, and you can play with shotguns only if you want to. You know, shotguns, they're pretty nice. But the game is freaking short. I finished the game in about 1.5 hours. But the best part in the gameplay is that in the real world, you get a new shotgun. Although that one also lacks a bit of punch, it's cool as shit. Here, take a look at it. Now the graphics of the game, they won't let you feast on any spectacular graphics, but it does nail what it sets out to do with the late 90s vibe. And if I'm remembering correctly, the game has been developed using the Unity engine, which really doesn't matter. What matters is how the game looks and not the engine, but the more you know. However, I would have loved to see a bigger change in the graphics, jumping from the cyber world to the real world, but the difference is minimal, with just more colors as the main difference. And another thing, I don't really understand the design choice of the characters. They just don't appeal to me one bit. And I mean all of them, honestly. They are boring. Could definitely have gone a little more wild and crazy with them, but something that does appeal to me are how the weapons look, especially the Unreal plasma gun that is now a shotgun. And the variety of environments in arenas is also spot on. And another standout feature in the graphics department are some of the hub worlds, especially the third one felt like it was crafted with a lot of attention to detail, and it stands out as what I think that the real world should have done in the game. Now let me know what you think about the graphics so far down in the comments, or write whatever the hell you want, just leave a freaking comment, okay? Guys, we reached the audio segment of the review, and some might hate me for this, but I did not like the game's soundtrack. I didn't get anything from the soundtrack, and it felt a little out of place sometimes. I know that not all boomer-inspired shooters must have an adrenaline-fueled heavy metal soundtrack, but this one gave me more the feels of sitting at a space cafe rather than playing a fast-paced shooter game. And apart from the soundtrack, the guns and ambience, they sound good with a feeling of quality to them. But I did encounter a bug here as well, using the automatic gun. Sometimes the audio from the gun just disappears, and all you can hear are the shells dropping on the ground. Nothing game breaking by any means, but a bit of an immersion breaker. So in conclusion, I'm really happy about this game. The story is mysterious and interesting. The gameplay, a mix of arena shooting, secret hunting and linear story missions, is fantastic. And the feeling that the game gives me of taking me back 25 years sitting at my grandma's PC is just fucking outstanding. But that's to say that it isn't without its fair share of bugs and improvement potential. That I have already mentioned and don't need to mention again, because I'd rather praise the game than bash it, because it is good. Trust me, it's a good one, honestly. But nonetheless, guys, I hope I helped you figuring out if this game is for you or not. And if you have any questions about the game, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Ask away. And if you're looking for even more awesome retro boomer shooters, well, don't miss these. Honestly, you should press them. You don't want to miss these. Come on, click them. Click them.